I ran into an article today that it tells you about you have 3 days left to get into one of Biden's new student loan forgiveness programs. Now, he has many of them out now, so you want to check no matter whether you're in this category or not. You want to go to studentaid.gov, and we'll get there in a minute. But let me go over this a little bit about what's going to happen at the end of 3 days. And actually, April 30th is the deadline that you could apply for this student aid program. So it's to get your student loan forgiven, and he's given more for student loan forgiven than the history of mankind, to tell you the truth. And it's sort of fun because a lot of people are, getting out from underneath that debt stuff. I mean, we forgive businesses' debt and everything like that. People want to make this country better by getting a degree. That's different. So that's why there's a lot of help there now. But this is actually where you consolidate. In other words, if you don't have an official government student debt loan or something, well, you have to check to see if you can transfer it into a debt loan and get that forgiven, because you could get, you go in there forgiveness programs and you just have to pay like $1 a month for 10 years or something, and then it disappears. So we'll cover that later, but make sure you know what your program is and start talking to people. You don't trust me, don't trust anybody on the internet or whatever. You got to talk to the people who do this every day. They know the right rules, and talk to the people that help you. In other words, that's studentaid.gov. You go there, and there's 2 things you want to look at for currently to see if you're in this new category of people that could get it. Get your loan transferred to a government student loan and get it forgiven. But also all the programs for forgiven loan, if you go to studentaid.gov, they have loan repayment programs and then loan forgiveness programs. The best one really is the loan repayment program, and that's an income-driven repayment plans. That's where, depending on your income, you get it reeled down and forgiven. But what you want to do first is see if you're concerned about if you're eligible for this new one, is go to the Help Center. There's a tab on top, Health Center, and you go down here and you see Student Aid Help Center. Live chat, currently unavailable. Okay, so live chat's going to be back later. This is now Saturday afternoon, sometime late afternoon. But they have an 800 number. That's 24/7. So here's the 800 number, 800-433-3243. Now, you may have to wait on hold. That's all. You put that sucker on hold. Man, if that's going to save you $50,000, we have members, that save like $20,000, $150,000, and even $100,000, that got them forgiven in new Biden program. So you got to check this, particularly if you have a deadline of this April 30th. So you want to make sure that if you're going to miss an opportunity or not, and don't trust me, don't trust anybody else, call the people to see. Okay, if they, for some reason that fails and you can't, then what you do is you call your elected official, okay, and you go to commoncause.org, okay? They're the people that can get behind the door of the student aid people, Department of Education, and get you a straight answer, okay? And you have, probably a half a dozen to a dozen elected officials can do this, but I would start with the federal, because they're the ones that handle the U.S. Department of Education. So that would be your 2 senators and your congressman. Call them all. What the hell? You don't have time to waste, so do that, okay? Now, the other thing you could do is talk to a free housing counselor. These are credit counselors, give you free advice, free help to get out of any kind of debt and pay your bills and all that. They're wonderful people, and they help you with problems like this. And they're all over the country, and you could call. Every state has dozens and dozens of these people that get grants to help you with financial problems for free. So you call them because they're free, okay? And you go to hud.gov/counseling, okay? And you make an appointment with them and go over this student debt thing or whatever. So don't forget, 30th is the last day on this. So that's what you want to start with first, to see if you're eligible there. And don't forget, look at that. Also, my favorite place really is findhelp.org. If you're not a member of Let's Go Help, that's where to go, because that's where you find all the programs in your neighborhood to help you with anything, starting a business, buying a house, paying your bills or daycare, getting your sidewalk shoveled, all this kind of stuff. That's where you get only free money and help. Nothing else, not Google. Get out of Google because you're just going to waste time and then probably waste money with scammers and whatever else is in there, or paying for something that you could probably get better for free if you know where the free ones are. And that's what I do, show you where the free ones are. And by the way, we give out $75,000 every month to members. Members get free, okay? We give out 75,000. That's our profit. That's what we do every month and give that back to members. And the next one we're giving out, and the 30th of April is our deadline for giving out 25 free laptop computers. All you have to put is, hey, I need a laptop computer, because I don't have that money. Whatever you want to say about why you need it, and that's all you need to do. You fill out that form, and when you fill it out, you'll get an email return that we got your application, but you have to be a member, and that's letsgohelp.com, or you could go to letsgo2.co. We have two places to sign up. The letsgo2.co is a little simpler kind of application that we're testing out. So the big one where you want to hear lots about it is letsgohelp.com. And our next grant will be May 4th, where we give out $40,000 to people to spend on anything. We'll give you $1,000 or $500 that you could spend on anything. And we've been doing that over a month and a half now. I mean, a year and a half now, not a month and a half now. What do I know? So let me help you too. And our members are just the most wonderful people in the world. We have members that just go on live, and they're there. They're actually, somebody's right now live, a member, asking questions, answering questions from other members who aren't sure what to do and how to do it and things like that. So instead of having me, the trained SEAL, try to help you, who's been doing this for 50 years, you have somebody who just learned the last couple months, and they'll share because they know what you feel like, because they were there too. It's been so long since I've been in the beginning learning about this stuff, so it can be confusing. And I think a person who just figured it out and just got money is better to help you than I am. So let them help you because they love you as much as I do. I just can't get over it. I just want to help people until I die. And that's not too long. I'm 80. I'm going to be 81 soon. I may have 10, 15 years left. So see you soon, and let me help you sooner. Let's see. We got, what is the name of the grant that pays for things? Well, that's not a grant, George. That's for $14,000. That's the average that is given out to every family every year. So there's thousands and thousands of programs, and that's what we organize, all those programs for you, so you have one place to apply to all the ones that are relevant to you, okay? So don't forget, if you have a student loan, to check that out too. So I'll be back in a little bit, I think.